can you believe Final Wars turns 20 this December? My God, I can't believe where the time has went. I was there at the premiere. In fact, I did a whole video of it. You can go check it out on our page. It's up there. It's just me narrating it, you know, some of the pictures I took from 20 years ago off my shady second-gen digital camera, but it's there. But nonetheless, I do love me my Final Wars. It's one of my absolute favorite Godzilla movies. Yes, I love it. I love it to death. I'm a big fan of the director Ryuhei Kitamura's work. And Final Wars is such a fun time. It's a banger of a Godzilla movie. I have argued that it is the true start of the auteur Godzilla films that we've seen in Japan. Even though it took 16 years to get to the next one, it stands out from the rest of the Millennium series sans GMK. But that's another discussion for another time. So, with this line, this Chinzauji, which again, I hope I'm not butchering that. These are mostly used as UFO catcher prizes in Japan. So, when you go to the arcades in Japan, they have the little claw games, pick up one of these guys, drop it. Now, the beauty is, it can't be in Japan, or, you know, you don't want to waste the money trying to pick one of those bad boys up out of the claw machines. Inevitably, Bandai and Banpresto do release these to the general public. Think of it like a theatrical release for toys, if you will. There's only one way to get it for a time, and then after a while, then it goes out to the mass market for everyone to enjoy. So, I picked this guy up a few weeks ago, mostly because I'm kind of in love with this line. I've seen a few of the figures roaming around, and there is a similar sister line called Enshrine, which also is kind of the super deformed figures, if you will. The difference between the two is almost negligible at this point. I think one is slightly smaller. That might be the Enshrined one, but I'm getting ahead of myself. So I got this guy at a deal, obviously, because he's yeah, that box is seen better days, but I haven't opened him up yet. So let's open him up and show you why I kind of love these things. So there you go. Voila. As you can see, this is a vinyl figure. Get that down. And let's zoom on in. So, the Final Wars Hedorah, who sadly did not get a lot of screen time in the movie, but thankfully he did get his due on Godzilla Day back in 2002-ish? 2001 maybe? I'm trying to remember the exact time frame. I think it was 2001. So, since Toho started doing the short films for the Godzilla Day on Hedorah's 50th anniversary, they brought the suit back, and this version of Hedorah finally got his time to shine, facing off against the Final Wars Godzilla in a very cool short film. It's out there on the internet. It's a little hard to find, but you can find it. So, I do love my Final Wars stuff, as I said. Big avid fan of it, and well, I also love Hedorah. Godzilla vs. Hedorah is one in my top 5 of all-time favorite Godzilla movie. And yes, that is lawnmowers going off in the background, so my apologies, you're just going to deal with it. So anyway, this is the clear variant figure. They do, with these lines, both the Enshrined and the Chinzauji, which might be one and the same. I don't believe they are. They always give you a variant paint job. So this one gives you the smoke clear Hedorah. Now these are pretty much basic vinyl figures. They're great for display. They're great to put on top of your desk, your shelves, wherever you want. And the beauty is you can throw these at a Mack truck and they're going to hold up. And they are beautifully sculpted. They are in that super deformed style, so kind of a little cute chibi style. And they are one solid molded piece of plastic with a decent paint job. Now again, this is the clear smoke variant edition, so the standard version has the normal Hedorah paint job, but this guy stood out to me, and at the price I was offered, I couldn't say no. So these things, again, make perfect display pieces. Now, as a collector, some people are all over the place. Some people want everything. Some people only collect Sofubis. Some people only collect Bandais. So it all depends on your taste and prerogative. I am one of those guys. I'm a big Bandai guy, but I also do pick up the random figures here and there if they catch my eye. That is my take on these things. So these guys run roughly about 30 bucks. And for the cost of them, they're not bad. I do love them because they're just cool. They're just cool little things to have. Now, are they action figures for people to play with? No, they're not. But they're great for display. That right there is the true value of a collector. What is going to go on my trophy shelf? And I dig these things. Now remember, these are meant to be game prizes. That's kind of why they are one solid piece. These are fairly easy to manufacture. They're just an injection mold, as you can see. But they offer a lot of fun and adorableness, if you will. So, there are many of these things coming down the pipeline in the next few months. Among them are Little Godzilla, Space Godzilla. I believe there is a Godzilla 54 that's currently on shelves, or in the arcades, if you will. And look, if you can't go to Japan, you don't want to pay the eBay fees, Big Bad Toy Store is going to sell them. Other online retailers are going to sell them. So, just have a little patience, and they will be in your possession if you really want them. So, but beyond that, they're simple, elegant, graceful. Other than being a solid piece of plastic, there's not much else to talk about. They are hollow, as you can see, through the injection mold right here. But like I said, you don't have to worry about these things breaking. Unlike an action figure, a model, or something like that, they are akin to the Bandais where you can throw them at the wall and they're going to be perfectly fine. So if you live in earthquake country like I do, you're worried about your collectibles falling over and that inevitable shaker, maybe looking at getting something like this. Or you just like cutesy things, but you don't like Funko Pops. I would say these are a great alternative to that. So that's all I really have to say. This is going to be a quickie video, but these things are awesome. I just want to let you know that they're awesome. Well, there you go. Like I said, not a lot to talk about, but a fantastic figure nonetheless. So remember, if you like what you see, we do have a show. It's called The Kaiju Kingdom Podcast. You can find us at thekaijukingdompodcast.com, or if you don't like to download, you can always stream us on Apple, Spotify, or wherever else you might find better podcasts. We're also on social media. It's right there, X, Instagram, and Facebook. If you ever want to get a hold of us, see what's up, say hi, that's the best way to do it. And remember, if you like what you see, like and subscribe. Or don't. I'm not your dad. I can't tell you what to do. It's a free country. And on that note, that will do it for this edition of the Koffers. Thanks for watching, guys. And we'll see you next time.